Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, last week, there was a clash in the Senate, a clash between Edwin SIFUNA and Aaron Cheriot over the fact that CS MBADI did not show up for grilling on Adani deal. Now, today being the 23rd September 2024, CS MBADI decided to honor that invitation to come to the Senate and shed more light on Adani deal.
You are reading a totally different document. The document I have says they provided audited financial statements. Honorable MBADI, you are a CPA and a lawyer. You know for a fact that whether somebody has live criminal or civil proceedings going on is not contained in financial statements. Yes or no?
What was the indicator?
Mind you, there's a time I told you that this Adani deal is going to provide CS MBADI with a lot of challenge in the Treasury Ministry. Now, allow me to take you through a clash between CS MBADI and Edwin SIFUNA. One would think that maybe there is some kind of beef that has been going on in ODM. Remember, both of these two gentlemen, are still part of ODM. But the only thing is that CS MBADI relinquished his position of chairperson of ODM because he got an appointment. So I will first of all take you through two tweets before we get into this video. There's a video I'm about to share here regarding this clash between MBADI and SIFUNA. First, let me take you to a tweet from Gabriel Oguda. So Gabriel Oguda said, Treasury CS John MBADI went to the Senate for grilling today, only to find Edwin SIFUNA and Richard Onyonka waiting for him inside the penalty area. Now, there's also another tweet here from Omwamba, and Omwamba decided to share a video of that Senate grilling. That video, I'll share it shortly. But Omwamba seems to say, stop whatever you are doing and listen to what Edwin SIFUNA asked CS Treasury John MBADI over the controversial Adani JKA takeover. So after listening to this back and forth, between the two leaders, there's something here that I managed to point out, because there could have been a reason here for Edwin SIFUNA to clash the way he had clashed with MBADI. And there's a particular time here where SIFUNA talks about him being a lawyer and MBADI being a CPA. What SIFUNA was trying to tell MBADI is that maybe matters law, I know better than you. That is what I could make out of that kind of reference. You are a CPA, I'm a lawyer. You will just hear that part in the video I'll share. So before we get further in this analysis, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support.
Chair, can I respond?
The first letter, I'm just giving...
CS is wasting our time.
Let him finish. You are equally also maybe wasting my time.
There's nothing we are discussing, John.
Please, let's respect each other.
Allow the CS to
If you ask me a question, I've come here, this is a matter of national importance, for heaven's sake. Let us be
the reason why I am reacting to you the way I am is because you've not even seen the letter.
I have not come here.
And you're busy responding. Stop gatekeeping.
I've come here.
These things you can't gatekeep anymore. Stop gatekeeping.
And please,
we must deal with this issue nationally. It's a national important issue.
Supply information. Wait for the information. If you don't need it, Kenyans need it.
Proceed.
Order, Senator Onyonka.
Kenyans need the information, and I'm giving to you.
Chair, Honorable CS, now you are heckling. You are out of order.
Yeah. You are equally heckling me.
This is the tradition of ODM to heckle.
You are out of order.
Chair, you cannot allow monopoly of members to only ask questions. Can we?
After listening to the video that I share here, ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll agree with me that this could have been the reason why Adani were fighting the decision to have this matter taken to High Court. Remember, there's a High Court session that is scheduled for, I think, 9th of October, whereby there's going to be this case of Adani is going to take place there. I think some kind of hearing. But Adani doesn't want that to happen. Instead, Adani wants this matter to be handled by the PPP committee. You see, there's a time I talked about that in this analysis, in this channel. So, after listening to the way John MBADI was taken through, very explosive session, by the way, then it can only mean, based on these responses, that legally, this Adani deal might fail. Legally, it's going to fail. But on paper, if it's something that Kenya Kwanza are pushing by force, then it might succeed. But legally, after listening to the grilling of SIFUNA, and this is probably the reason why SIFUNA was so enthusiastic, saying that MBADI must come here, because he had some well-prepared questions that he wanted to channel on MBADI. He wanted to channel on MBADI, yes. So, kindly, let me take you through this video. Just watch this video.
You can have your opinion. My opinion is this: I'm under oath, and I'm stating as follows. The evaluation committee did check the World Bank sites and confirmed that is the case.
Through you, Chair, can I respond? In the report here, that statement is made is propaganda. It's not there.
As I had indicated, I think let's give Senator his time. Then
Thank you, President. I was just making a point of information. Thank you.
Chairman, over the page, the law against CS is that they are supposed to confirm that they are not subject to any current legal proceedings. That is over the page on the parameter of insolvency. Do you see that, Honorable Chair, Honorable CS? CS, if you nod the...
That is, you're asking about the criminal conviction?
No.
Which one?
The parameter is insolvency. They are supposed to confirm that they have not been suspended and is not subject to any current legal proceedings.
Correct.
Correct. Now, what did they provide in the column for indicators?
It provides affidavits, no financial statements as of 31st March 2023.
You are reading a totally different document.
Which one?
The document I have says they provided audited financial statements. There's no mention of an affidavit.
I am mentioning it because I'm under oath. And so that I make your work easy, Senator SIFUNA, because you will ask me. I'm telling you that this audited financial statement as of 31st March 2023 was provided under a sworn affidavit. If you want evidence of that,
Honorable MBADI, you're a CPA and a lawyer. You know for a fact that whether somebody has live criminal or civil proceedings going on is not contained in financial statements. There has to be something else to confirm that there doesn't exist any litigation.
You see, what was the indicator? The indicator was proposed to provide audited financial statements.
No.
That is what I have in the sheet. Just go
under the law,
chair, please.
Under the law,
I'm reading my documents. Can you read my documents?
let's direct
I'm reading your document.
So, Chair, what do you have under indicators?
Let's direct your conversation through the chair.
Honorable Chair, just allow me to read. Yes.
Can you read the indicator?
Honorable Chair.
Number 7.
Honorable Chair, I am reading the Honorable CS's own documents. He's the one who's attempting to amend his own documents.
Read that part.
It says one of the parameters, and it is in the law, is you need to confirm that it is not, the entity is not subject to any current legal proceedings. That is not something that can be found in financial statements.
So where do you get the indicators from?
Chair, we have three items here. There is insolvency, tax compliance, and criminal conviction. Now, under insolvency, attribute is not insolvent under receivership or bankrupt, and its affairs are not being administered by a court or judicial officer. Its business activities have not been suspended, and it is not subject to any current legal proceedings.
Correct.
Under indicators, the proponent to provide audited financial statements. Yeah, that's the second column. And then that is why the financial statements were provided.
That's why I'm saying, CS, it is not the required document to demonstrate that people have no litigation cannot be the financial statements. Let me move on to the tax compliance in the jurisdictions in which tax presence. It says here in the remarks that you provided an Indian income tax return acknowledgement. Is it the position that Adani only operates in India?
Chair, I may not know how many countries Adani operates in, but I know that the mother or the parent country where tax compliance is domiciled is India.
But the requirement of the law is that you declare in all jurisdictions in which it has local tax
Yes,
presence.
that is what is in the law.
Okay, let me move very quickly, Honorable Chair, to page 21. Actually 22, Honorable Chair. I wanted to ask the CS under the special purpose vehicle. Chair, the CS needs to listen to the question so that he doesn't answer his own questions.
Chair, I think that's not fair to me. I've already been answering my own question.
No, when I'm going to ask the question, I can see you
No, you
engage in
just,
another conversation.
you can't.
Maybe the CS can
multitask.
I know the CS, Honorable Chair. I know you cannot multitask. I know you
Just
must.
go ahead.
ask a question.
Yes, under the special purpose vehicle provision there, you will see that there is a requirement you clear that the proponent should clear the nexus between Adani Airport Holding Limited and Abu Dhabi Consortium Company. That is at page 37 of the PIP. CS, can you confirm whether that has been done?
Chair, I think let us not mix issues here. This was a recommendation for detailed due diligence, which is still ongoing.
Correct.
So that will be determined later.
So you're saying it has not been done?
It has not been done.
Okay.
Or if it has been done, it has not been communicated to the National Treasury.
Now, there was a discussion also, Chair, on the question of employment, and this is at page 27 of the same document. Your counterpart from Treasury was here, not Treasury, from Transport, and he told his committee that all current employees of KA
Let's go ahead.
all current employees of KA will be offered an opportunity to work once Adani take over the airport. If you read at page 27 on employees, it talks about the proponent proposes to offer employment to a mutually agreed percentage of current employees of the contracting authority on terms and conditions as provided in the concession agreement. What percentage were they proposing, if you're aware? What percentage are they saying they can absorb?
I'm trying to get part of my answer to that question because I've read it earlier. Even though that was what was offered by the proponent, I may not have the percentages, but the recommendation from the committee was very clear.
I'm talking about their proposal.
That was a proposal of Adani.
What were they proposing? What percentage?
I can't be able to yeah, so the percentage they were taking, I may need to cross-check in their proposal. It might be in the proposal document which we have here.
Very well.
But one thing that I want to be clear on is that was their proposal, but the recommendation of the committee is totally different. The committee is recommending as follows, that the Kenya Airports Authority should ensure that current employees of the KIA are onboarded by the concessionaire on priority basis.
Very well. You have said you don't know what percentage you are proposing. In the final question on this document, Chair, is that therefore CS, the conclusion that is found at this page is not numbered, but I suppose it's page 30. There are conclusions and recommendations there. The conclusion is that the proponent has provided all documentation in accordance with the requirements of Section 41 of the PPP Act 2021. that conclusion and recommendation cannot be true, Honorable CS, after what we have gone through. There are gaps in the documentation.
Chair, I agree that there are gaps, and those gaps clearly have been enumerated.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I was telling you about. Somebody has a lot of homework to do here for him to first of all vindicate himself from this mess, because based on the response from MBADI, one could easily say that maybe MBADI is kind of regretting being in that docket. That explains why I think last week you saw MBADI in a court that appeared to be oversized on him. You know, if you followed that story on MBADI being in an oversized court, one of the reasons why that story came about was because people felt that maybe MBADI was losing weight because of the frustrations in the ministry. First, there's the issue for Adani. Second, there's this issue of a World Bank, or rather IMF, forcing CS MBADI to increase the corporate tax to 30%, but MBADI insisted that it has to be 25%. So all these things, and then you also understand there's this issue of expectations from Kenyans. MBADI wants to make Kenyans happy. Because he wants to make Kenyans happy, he's going to have to, you know, clash with certain people. Some of them being people in IMF and any interested people within the ministry. Because there's a talk here that in the Ministry of Treasury, the Treasury Ministry, there are people who are pro-IMF. Somebody was told before he even got that position that he was going to face those kind of people. So, personally, I think this is the reason why MBADI is losing weight. Now, just go below in your comment section and you can offer a reaction on this clash. I call it clash because that's what people are saying. Clash between MBADI and CS SIFUNA. And just like I said, one would think maybe there's some kind of political beef between the two people because both of them come from ODM. Now one could be, you know, revenging on the other. That could be maybe the case. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.